What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the We Want Florida podcast. I'm Nathan Bray here with Joe Damer and Austin Weisman. Not really post free agency, but free agency been open about a week now. We've seen most of the big guys off the board. There was a lot of moves before free agency even opened up, and obviously, still going to be some moves made around the league. But probably the biggest name since last episode is Ellers, right? Nikolai Ellers from to
Winnipeg.
Carolina. Yeah, from Winnipeg. I don't know why I was thinking Vancouver. From Winnipeg to Carolina, 6 years, 8.5 million. I mean, he was a mid 60 point guy, I believe, maybe 70, somewhere in that range. So I don't know. I feel like maybe a bit of an overpay, but we talked about the market and how guys were maybe a little more expensive than normal. So, um, first, I guess, is do we like Ellers to Carolina? Good fit for that team. And you with me that it's an overpay.
Yeah, I mean, I think Carolina had to make some moves. They had to be aggressive this offseason after a disappointing ending to their season. But in general, about this free agency class, not really a great class. It's a fast moving, everything moves fast in the NHL. So everything comes out quick. But there's so many re-signs. So, like, Ehlers was the top player on the market, and Carolina had to go out and get someone that could score, and they got a decent players. He's like a 60-point guy. He's solid, he can give you 25 goals a year. So I think it was the right move. They might have overpaid a little bit, but cap's rising. So I like it for them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I they definitely needed somebody, right? So they definitely needed to go out there and get, to get the top guy. I mean, yeah, great job. I mean, the only thing better you could do is possibly trade for, a better player, but um great job from Carolina. Yeah, Nate, I do agree with you. It is slightly an overpay, but I also think that's what the market is tending towards, and not every team is going to be the Florida Panthers, and we just got it like that. But yeah, no, good move for Carolina. That's it.
Yeah, I guess in their circumstance, maybe just looking from the outside, you know, definitely not a Carolina fan, not really a Carolina hater, but just kind of looking unbiased from the outside. I guess it was something they had to do, no matter what the price was. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I think he's a guy with potential, though. Like I feel like maybe an 80-point season is not out of question. I don't know. Like I think he's a decent player. Again, think they overpaid, but we'll see what comes out of that deal. And now they also went after Keandre Miller, got him from the Rangers, and there was a lot of hate on this one. I know a lot of people personally that are maybe Ranger fans actually. On the Ranger side, they were like so happy that they didn't get stuck with this contract. So, um, 8 years, 7.5 million. Again, decent player, not anything special. I don't know. I think they're average moves for Carolina. Maybe both of them. Again, something they had to do just to try to change things up, bring in some guys that could possibly add to what's already there, and maybe the guys that are already there could add to them. So how do you feel about that move?
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of it. I think Keandre Miller had some because I watched a decent amount of Rangers, not a decent amount, but I watched a few Rangers games here and there. I think he was a player that had a lot of potential, but wasn't cutting it. He struggled a lot. Then you hear, or the first thing you hear is, all right, they're paying him 7.5. And I'm like, okay, 8 years.
Hmm.
He's still kind of young, but I don't like the contract. And then the trade comes out that they traded a first round pick and a prospect for him. And it's like, really? Like, that's what you're doing when there's The Rangers, on the other hand, they signed Gavrikov to a $7 million deal. Who it feels like if Carolina just were to do that, it would made more sense. But so I don't really love this move, but I'd say there's the thing is Miller's still young. A change of scenery could help him, and under Rod Brindamore's system, he could become a really good player. So I'm not gonna rule it out completely, but on the outset, not really a fan of the move.
Yeah, I'm around the same kind of area with that. I do believe that there's definitely an upside to him, especially, in the Canes organization, but it almost makes you think like there's something there. Like there's almost like a personal like connection because it's like you look at the deal at, face value and you think of all the things that Austin just said and it's like, well, Rangers fans are over here, jumping for joy that, this guy's off the team and I'm just like, do
Missed the
they know
playoffs,
something?
missed the playoffs, missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, do they know something we don't? Or what, or does Carolina know something that we don't? Like, what are they, I know he's a physical specimen, right? And they need that on that team because they're a bunch of softies. Sorry, and no, I love Carolina, but
Mm.
no, but whatever. I don't like it, but if if he goes out there and actually has a good season for him, I wouldn't say I'm surprised either. So whatever.
They're getting softer too. They lost Burns, so they're
Right,
just
so they needed a replacement. There you go.
they're just down to
On a whole, weird offseason for Carolina. They made some good moves, but I feel like this team is still incomplete. I give them like a B offseason grade. Like they're probably the most aggressive team, but like I still don't think I think they'll win the Metro because the Metro looks pretty weak, but uh I don't think this puts them above the Florida Panthers, that's for sure.
no, those two definitely don't. Uh, to Vancouver, we talked about this guy a little bit. He was also one of the bigger names, and that was Brock Besser. Stayed with Vancouver. I don't know if I really saw that. I thought that he was gonna end up somewhere else, but 7 years, 7.25 million. So again, we're seeing a lot of long-term deals with this offseason. Like we've seen a lot of 7, 8 year deals, and then we've seen like a lot of 1 year deals. And I don't know if it's teams like locking up players because they believe in them. I don't know if it's locking up players because they think they're just going to keep getting more expensive. And that's why we're seeing the long term. I don't know if the short term is just let's see what they do and then get them out. Like I don't know what the philosophy is behind that, but Besser 7 years. I I guess I like that one the best out of the top. I think he's a pretty good player. But go ahead.
Yeah, like you said, I was very surprised he went back to Vancouver because it felt like his name was always brought up every offseason, every trade deadline. As all right, we're gonna move on from him. His contract's expiring. But at the end of the day, so they re-sign him. He's a good player. Like he scored 40 goals 2 seasons ago. He had some big goals in their playoff run 2 years ago when then Demko got hurt. But so Vancouver though, like obviously a disappointing year. They were very injured, but so they see they can keep a guy like Besser to keep it going. See if they can return to that 2023 form with everyone healthy. Obviously, no more JT Miller, but they have to get some guys back on track. It's a good move, bringing him back.
Yeah, regarding Vancouver and the JT Miller thing, it almost could be an upside. I don't know what's going on with I don't know why the boys had such a problem with JT Miller, but like I see a story like every once in a while about
Elias Pettersson
Vancouver.
sucks.
That
Just kidding.
I see a story like every once in a while about it, and he keeps getting brought up, and I'm like, holy, what did this guy like? I, what did he do? Like burn their socks in their locker or something? Like I don't understand. But regarding the contracts, I think that, the story, is as old as time is, the good players you want to lock up and the good players that like you project are going to be good, you want to lock up so you don't have to, spend more money and pay more while they're in their, after they just came off the best season of their lives. I think you know, the Panthers are also making a blueprint that everybody wants to follow and everybody should follow because I guess it's proven to work. Not everybody's going to get the discounts that we get, but no, but and then like as far as 1 year deals go, like I guess yeah, it matters with age and fourth liners and everything, but yeah, no, I feel like there really is something to like a Panthers inspired blueprint.
But you say to lock up these players, and I get it that the teams want to lock up some of their better players, but like I don't know if Besser and Ellers and Miller, like, are those really guys that are on that level? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but
Yeah,
like
I
I
mean,
I don't think those are guys that are
No,
worth that
yeah,
time.
no, I agree.
it's
I
just
I agree with that.
it's the market. It was a weak class this year. Like there's just nothing out there. So teams that have cap space are trying to make a move. That's what they end up with, and it's unfortunate for them, but it's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
you look at next year, it's going to be like a frenzy, bro. I mean, it's
th-
like then the 8 years deals make sense. You're like, okay, well, we signed McDavid to an 8 year deal. Okay, that I mean that makes sense. Yeah, that's what
this
that
time
we're gonna
next
do it.
year, I'll have
Buddy,
I'll have some more topic matter than what we
buddy.
got this year. um, okay, this name's gonna get me because there's lots of O's in there. Ivan Provorov,
Yeah,
I think something
Provorov.
Provorov. Good. Um, pronunciation, English, not my strong suit. But 7 years, 8.5 million. Again, I think it's an overpay. Columbus. I mean, Columbus not really a strong team, so I guess I get it. Trying to get a guy that's a decent player. Like I feel like all these contracts are following in the same boat. Like I don't love them. I don't necessarily hate them. I don't know. It's just the market. It's just the class, I guess. But any different feelings for this one?
Yeah, I mean, we learned as Panther fans, we learned about this. Don't judge a defenseman on a bad team. Seth Jones with the Blackhawks saw how much better he became as a Florida Panther. So I think for Provorov playing for Philadelphia for his whole career and now Columbus, like there were some struggles there. So Columbus had a good year last year though. So you saw a little bit better year from him. He had 33 points, which is like third most of his career. So I think might be a little bit of an overpayment, but Columbus locking their he went back to Columbus, right? I'm not like being
Yeah,
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 I was
yeah,
about to
yeah,
say
yeah. No, no, no.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
you go. Yeah.
yeah. So um, just bringing them back. They had a good year, right? They were okay this season. They might be on the come up, so keep it going, keep it moving. We have cap space, like I said about the other teams, so I'm fine with that move.
No, I mean, yeah, Columbus definitely had a fantastic year. I mean, yeah, they didn't, I mean, obviously wasn't fantastic. They didn't win the cup or anything, but they beat the expectations, you know?
Exactly.
So whatever you did last year,
Run it back.
good recipe, whatever it is, you know? So I totally understand the aggressive move and the okay, let's go out and get our guy back. That well, not the guy, obviously he's not the guy, but let's get a guy back that, proven last year was really good. He had a real good season with us. Something clicked there and let's do it again. But this
And
time, you know, let our players grow together, make subtle improvements along the way, and see if we can make a nice recipe here for a really good team.
and then they have, boy, Columbus got some weird names, but they have Zach
Werenski, yeah,
Wierenski.
Werenski. There we go. Thank you.
he's a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
guy's dog, dude.
on defense, so like you said, maybe on the uptrend, he looked really good player. I mean, pretty high scoring for defensemen. So, uh, just strengthening that defensive depth, I guess, is good move by them. And then a guy that I was actually pretty high on, and I'm kind of sad to see him go to this team because I think that this team is just a tragedy. But that's Grenlin to Anaheim. Like
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I,
I'll
I
speak
mean,
on this first.
go.
Them Ducks are they're not a tragedy, all right? They are not a tragedy. Listen here, okay? They're gonna come out and shock under the leadership of my fearless leader, Radko Gudas. They are gonna no, but all right, bro. Actually, this guy. No, but
Ah!
no, but seriously though, like I actually think that they're gonna be better than what everybody thinks. But they're making moves. I don't know about the
Next to
Kreider.
last.
No, come on. I don't know about the Kreider one. That was kind of bizarre.
I
But
mean,
Yeah, I don't know about the Ducks, man. Trading
but
Zegras, signing
try.
Chris
okay.
Kreider,
Well,
trading for Chris Kreider.
he didn't. The Zegers just didn't work. I mean,
Yeah.
clearly. But I think Zegers had to go. But unfortunately. But no, man. I think that they'll be. I'm not saying that they're gonna shock the world or anything for sure, like Austin and his Giants. But like what I'm saying.
Wow, I wasn't.
But like no, but like I actually I don't think that they'll be as bad. Like I'm actually being serious. Um
Wow.
it seems like they got the goaltending situation figured out anyways, so see you later, Gibson.
Yeah. And you mentioned him, Chris Kreider to Ducks. Yeah, I don't know.
That was a
That,
while ago, yeah.
yeah, but that just doesn't.
No, I mean that move, like they're getting some veteran leadership in there.
To do
Whatever.
what? To come in next to last place? Like,
All
come
right.
on.
To have two
All right.
assists on the year.
All
Come
right.
on.
Chris
All
Kreider.
right. All right. All right. All right.
In the Rangers, at least they had guys that got some pucks to the net and he just stood there and tapped
Oh.
them or deflected them. But the Ducks, come on. Stupid.
Gudas from the blue line to
Yeah.
Kreider. It's gonna work.
That's my guy.
Gudis and Kreider are gonna connect on 70 goals this year. Yeah. Okay.
Don't sleep on McTavish, bro.
Another
My guy.
garbage situation, and that's San Jose. And Carolina, so got some additions, but they lost. And I guess it's not a negative loss. Like they freed up a lot of cap space. And you know what? Now that I mention that, like maybe that's what it was. They lose Orlov, they lose Burns, who ate up like 14 or 15 million. So they got some cap space freed up. So why not go after Miller and Ellers? Yeah, I don't actually hate those moves as much as I did 5 minutes ago. But anyway, Orlov to the Sharks. So, I mean, I guess it's good for Orlov because he might
Yeah.
actually
No,
look
it's
like
great for Orlov.
he might actually look decent on that team. But and then Klingberg to the Sharks. So they made a couple small moves, I guess you could say.
I didn't even see that one. I can't even lie. That's
John
news to me.
Klingberg.
Yeah, I think you went there. But
Yeah.
yeah. So, but here's the thing: the Ducks and the Sharks, they both have a ton of money left. I think, like, maybe they're just seeing what these guys have, and like we said, Gudis, Kreider for the Ducks, and then let's spend some money to build around those guys, and Orlov to Celebrini.
All
And
right, quick take. Let's go quick take on the
wait.
Sharks.
We'll just
Quick-
wait for
yeah.
McQueen too.
Yeah. Quick take on the Sharks is that Orlov signing was the worst signing of the offseason. John Klingberg signing might be the second or third worst. But hey, bad teams and bad organizations will do bad things. So it's expected from them.
So what? F rating?
Shoot.
D minus?
Give it a Z.
Z.
No, it's
So you
we can
start,
joke
all right,
about it all we want, but yeah, it's terrible.
it's bad. You're a team that's not going to be competing in the next couple of years. You're still rebuilding. You're young. Like they have Celebrini, they have Will Smith.
They got Misa in the draft, right?
Yeah, right. So they
High.
have some young stuff there, but then you go out and you sign these two veteran defensemen that are absolutely all right. That had down years this year, like Orlov.
Oh, no, what were you gonna say? Absolutely.
Nah, because they're not terrible. I was gonna say terrible, but Orlov,
Nah, Orlov's not bad.
he's had good times, but obviously he had a bad season. But you go out and you give him 6.5 for the next 2 years when you're gonna be sitting in last place most likely. And then you get Klingberg, so you got this old defense pair just eating your money and probably gonna affect your young superstars, which is not playing good enough for them. But yeah, so Sharks, doing Sharks things.
Yeah.
Ducks and Sharks fighting for last place. I
Bro,
like
come
it.
on, dude. The Ducks, bro.
I like it.
Bro,
Watch.
Jacob Trouba and and Chris Kreider reuniting is gonna
Reunite. Yeah,
it's gonna
okay.
feed California, bro.
From Gudis. I know.
Bro.
Yeah, right.
That roster.
That's a disaster. Wow. I didn't realize how much fun I was gonna have with the Ducks. I like them a little more now.
I love the Ducks, man.
Yeah, obvious.
Bro, look out for Jackson Lacombe though. That guy is means business, bro. Telling you.
Okay, second to last. Oh, I already said second to last. So no move. Let's stay out in California. Let's go to LA. A lot of hate on LA too, like on Twitter, the fans. Like I've seen a lot of people bashing LA. I don't think they did that bad. Like they made a lot of moves. Obviously, Corey Perry on just a 1 year deal, 2 million. Like bringing a veteran guy. They got CC from the Stars, who I was actually pretty high on. I liked him a lot. 4 years, 4.5 million. Like out of some of the names that we have listed, like those deals are actually not terrible in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, for the Kings, like, listen, you lost the Oilers how many years in a row now? Is it like 3 or 4?
I think it's like 4, right?
All right, so hey, why not bring in Corey Perry, former Oiler? Why not bring in Cody Cece, former Oiler? Then last year they signed Warren Fogle, another former Oiler. So hey, if you can't beat him, sign him away to your team. No, the CC contract, I don't think it was good. I don't like this. He wasn't bad with the Stars this year, but with the Oilers, just remembering his play from the Stanley Cup 2 years ago, I don't really think he's that good of a player. 4 times 4.5 for him is a little steep. But yeah, I mean, I think Kings, they're just, they're that team. Like they have some solid pieces. They have Byfield, whatever. They're just that right now they're in that first round exit territory once again. I don't see them getting out of it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Bro,
I
they,
don't
they
know
have
about
been
that.
able to do it. And I still don't.
No, Darcy Kemper in goal.
Yeah. But,
He's pretty good,
but
and he's
most
This
like say they play the Oilers again, they're not beating them.
this offseason, it was just kind of like a for the Kings, it was kind of like a throw all the chips on the table type of thing, but it wasn't like as effective as here
effectful.
I'm on this pot.
Effectful. I see English isn't
Yeah,
your strong
I'm
suit
on this.
either. Huh?
Yeah, I'm on this podcast making up
Woo!
words and stuff like that. I gotta go back to school. But no,
It's
yeah, I
summer.
mean they realized what Kopitar's probably high 37
Old.
some. Okay, I got that. Thanks. Oh,
37,
yeah.
37.
Um, and then what? Drew Doughty's probably 36.
Old.
Okay.
You're going the wrong way here. We need to
Yeah.
be going younger.
35.
No, but oh, okay. And then Kemper's probably 35 too, something like that.
No.
Oh no, he's
Oh, like goalie?
Yeah.
I think he said Kemp B.
Oh, no.
Kemper's like 35, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So basically, throw all the chips on the table while, you still have these guys and they're not. I mean, Doughty's already a shell of himself, but like, I guess they're going for it all with all the boys on the team. Why not? It's a nice thing to do, anyways.
I don't think they're first.
But they lose Gavrikov and sign Cody Cece, like you're not getting better. Like
No,
Yeah, I guess
mean,
so.
I guess it's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as people think it is, though. That's just my take. We mentioned a lot of moves from Carolina. Like I'm looking, Brett Burns, like it's a loss from Carolina, but to the Avalanche.
Right.
So I guess Avalanche just trying to add a veteran player to maybe have a look at a run. I guess that's what that signing was for. I think
Avalanche are in a weird spot,
that's a
man.
waste of time.
I
Signing
don't
him is that's a
no,
waste of
I
time.
just don't.
No.
I don't think it's a waste of time. I just don't
I do.
like. Listen. If we didn't, get
Yeah, Brent Burns to the Panthers. That's where you're going. Wasted
bro.
time, wasted money, wasted space.
Here we go. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't know, dude. They're in a weird spot. It just makes me feel like that they're gonna make like a move, like a I'm not saying like the Sidney Crosby move or anything like that because that's been quiet right now. But no, I don't know. They freed up a lot of cap space and seemed like they were gonna commit somewhere. And nothing's really happened. So I'm kind of confused what the vision is there, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
I guess the idea is just they added Brock Nelson at the trade deadline, I think,
Yeah.
from the Islanders.
Yeah.
So
They still have a solid team. Like they're gonna be competitive.
Right.
yeah, no, I'm not saying that this
Yeah, I'm not counting
like
them
Burns
out or
makes them
anything.
worse, but like I don't see well, I guess the only reason is to add a veteran spot,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think it's
I mean, like with their McKinnon, McCarr, Natchez, like they're still gonna be Devin Taves. Like,
Natchez is up like next year, isn't he?
yeah. But this season, like Mackenzie Blackwood for a full year. Like
Yeah.
they're still gonna
that's
be good.
that's nasty goalie there.
All right, here we go.
That's a
Fantasy.
nasty goalie. Yeah, everybody that we've talked about that's good, I had him on my fantasy team.
Is that
Sure.
right?
Yeah, of
There you
course
go.
it's Mackenzie Blackwood. He was
You're lucky it's not a football podcast, buddy.
okay. Winner. You got your football props. I got the hockey props. Let's keep it moving.
Oh,
The real
God.
fantasy sport. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. I lost a lot, but whatever. Okay, I want to go to the Bruins. A team that
I don't.
I do. Just a few years ago was like competing good, competing hard. Like, who knows? Obviously, they never did anything spectacular, but like always had a chance.
Right.
Last place last season, and then they didn't do anything. Like, there's no moves that.
3 words. The Panthers. Oh my God! I almost had a
Oh
Charles
my-
Barkley moment. I
You
almost
did,
had. Oh
dude.
my God! No. Okay, 4 moves.
Nash and Paul.
Oh my. Oh my. We gotta end this. The Panthers broke them.
I got 3 words for you. The
I'm
Panthers
not calling for a man's job or anything. That's not my place, but Don Sweeney's time's ticking, I'll tell you that.
I mean, they have Swayman. They have a good goalie. They have Pasternak. Like,
Talking about the President's Trophy winner 2 years ago. I think they like broke the most points ever, like something like that, right?
Yeah.
what are they doing? What'd they get? Like Victor
Rebuild.
Arvidsson or something like that?
Oh, that
Like,
move.
I, I just like I don't understand what the vision was. Keeping this rock with the same team and hope to do better. Definition of insanity. So we'll see
Yeah.
what they do.
I mean, obviously they're starting their rebuild process. They traded their Marchand, so
They're in shambles.
it's gonna be interesting. Like they're gonna be near the
Well, I
bottom
mean,
again.
they didn't just trade Marchand. They traded. I mean, Carlo was gone. Marchand's
Carlo.
like, and then they traded a
Coyle.
couple other people too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They signed Geeky back though, so
Oh yeah, fantastic. Shout out Boston.
Swayman and Pasternak to see if they can carry a team to 6th place.
Wow.
Are they in Ducks territory or?
Oh
Man,
no. Ducks
they're-
are better.
All right.
Ducks are better than
Let's
Boston.
go!
Oh yeah, I'll give them that. Ducks are better
Hey,
than Boston.
Boston's playing in probably the best division in hockey, like very Atlantic. It's very tough division. Like
That
they're not gonna,
sucks.
right? They're not gonna be in the top five. They're gonna be near the bottom. So
Mm. Them and the Sharks. Let them compete.
Oh my God.
uh,
I don't know. That's close. And then another team obviously had a really good season, but didn't do much at all, and that's Washington. Like obviously
Yeah.
Ovechkin's getting older. I mean, some of these teams, even Tampa, like I don't think Tampa did much either. Nothing like to top the news charts or anything. Like I don't get some of these teams, and maybe they're just waiting like another year to get some of the bigger names. So maybe in that sense it's smart, but like I don't understand how you're at the best that you've been playing in a few years at least. I'm talking Washington. Obviously, Tampa's been good for a while, but like Washington had their best season in a while and just don't do anything. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like a team like Carolina was super aggressive, but these other teams you're saying they haven't. But it wasn't the right year to be aggressive. Like we said, it's a weak class, so there's not much out there to get better. So can't really blame these teams. Washington's in a weird spot. I still don't know if that last year was a complete fluke and they're just riding on Ovechkin's high note. But
Because you look at the roster, there's like nothing.
yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of just guys playing the game the right way that are not,
Yeah.
elite scorers or anything like that. But one thing with them that was great for them last year, Logan Thompson's emerging into one of the better goalies in the league. So, like, I don't really know what's with that team. Like, are they gonna fall back to mediocrity or are they gonna like be good again? So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna be I don't think they're gonna have the same season as they did
Definitely
last
not the
year.
same season.
No. I like some of their players though. It seems like Tom Wilson and Paul Bisson.
Prodos and McMichael, those are just solid pieces.
Yeah, Tom Wilson and Paul Bissonnette seem to have a close bond. Um and but no, I don't this whole Ovechkin thing is very I mean that's for next year of course, but it's yeah, it's they're in a weird spot like Austin said. I don't know. I don't know what it yeah, I mean weak free agent class, you know.
But something.
Right. I guess something for the future at
Yeah.
least, but I don't know. They're just in a weird spot, man.
And then the thing about Tampa is like I truly believe like besides the Florida Panthers, they're like probably the second best team in the Eastern Conference. And they just because they ran into us first, you saw what happened 5 games. They got destroyed, but they're still a really good team. So I don't
With
know.
one of the
Like,
top goalies in the league and
yeah, Point,
arguably one of the best
Kucherov,
first lines in the whole league. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good, man.
Hedman, like
Yeah. They got a really
They're
good
definitely
team.
solid. Now, who's
Yeah.
better? Who's better next year, though? Them or the Maple Leafs?
I think the Leafs will be the better team in the regular season. But like if you're telling me if they're play a playoff series right now, I'm taking Tampa.
Yeah, like it's all about the draw, and I think that was even going back to LA. Like you said, if LA plays Edmonton, yeah, LA is gonna more than likely lose. But
Right.
if they draw one of the weak teams, like I don't know who was in there this year, St. Louis, or yeah, like one of those
Yeah.
What has
weaker
St. Louis
teams,
done? Have they
they
done
get through.
anything?
Nothing big, I don't think.
Hmm.
Uh, not a good class. So we go through all these people,
Terrible class.
terrible
Hey,
class,
Jonathan Taves, though.
and
Winnipeg.
and I'm not gonna count the words. I'm not gonna try to be like Joe here. I'm just gonna say I have one statement to make, and that was the Florida Panthers had the best offseason this far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Period. Case closed.
I just bringing players back.
Yeah, I mean, there's no. I mean, it's I mean, how do you compete with that? We were the best team, and we brought everybody back except for Nate Schmidt. How do you? What do you? I mean, how do you compete
So
with
I
that?
actually like I was watching Spit and Chicklets yesterday, and Biz made a great point. The re-signing of Bennett is so important because look how many teams are out there looking for a second line center. Like Carolina's second line center right now is just Barry Kotkaniemi, and that's like their biggest hole in their team right now. So if we don't re-sign Bennett, I actually do think he was gonna get a bag because of how important a second line center is on every team right now. So like
Yeah.
that, I think right there is gonna put us over the top of for another season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best off season. Case closed.
Yeah.
Episode done.
Yeah.
Nothing else to add on top of that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a statement. So we will see what the rest of the offseason brings. I mean, on Panthers, Sam Miskevich still no contract, so we'll see what happens there. That's
Oh
been
yeah.
the talking line for a
Nothing
while.
nothing really happened in the RFA market.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing big.
Waiting
So
on Hughes too.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll see what happens. Off season, obviously, it comes quick. You know, it's sounds like a while, but
I missed the season.
I know I'm ready for next year. I
Ready
think
for
we'll be good.
opening day. When's that banner going up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who are we playing?
I have no idea. I'm
I
gonna
know.
say the Ducks.
Bro, you're hilarious.
Gonna be like one of the like Leafs or Lightning or Oilers. Like
Yeah.
Wow, Oilers would be that's disrespectful.
No, it won't be the
I'm
Oilers.
hoping it's the Leafs.
No.
Oh,
It was
that would
Boston
be
last year, right? So it's gotta be the Leafs.
I like the Leafs.
20. Oh, I meant the wrong.
Carolina, maybe. Nah, they're boring.
I don't, they're.
Or boring. But I want to. That's gonna be fun. Raise another one,
Yep.
and let's continue to raise them for the next few years. We did what we had to do.
Uh,
So, for Joe Damer, Austin Wiseman, I'm Nathan Bray. Let's go, Cats.
oh, baby.